For BlueShirtsUnited.com, I'm Jim Cerny, joined by the newest New York Ranger, Ryan Haggerty, and welcome. First day out on the ice. How'd it feel?
Oh, I felt pretty good. Obviously, being with the guys finally in practice with them felt good, and just trying to get up to speed real quick and learn as fast as I can.
How much of, I'm going to use the phrase whirlwind, but how much of a whirlwind has it been for you? You know, your junior season ends at RPI, then you go through the process of negotiating with teams, you end up with the Rangers, then you kind of have to wait a few days till the team comes back on the road, and then of course you have your whole family at the Garden yesterday for your first kind of real first day as a Ranger.
Yeah. I mean, last week, Monday and Tuesday, I didn't really sleep much because of what was going on with all the negotiations, and it was a pretty big whirlwind, and then I had a few days to calm down, and finally here that the team came back on Saturday, and was able to join them yesterday for a little skate at the Garden, and first official practice today, and everything's starting to settle in and feel right.
Seemed like a lot of pictures and a lot of family fun yesterday. Your family seemed pretty fired up.
Yeah, I mean, my family, we're all blue shirt and Ranger fans from from whenever. So, having them there with me, having a few friends were there with me was, pretty special just because, it was a good opportunity and good moment for me and my family.
Now, of course, growing up, you're playing a lot of hockey, living in Connecticut and all that. Did you have time to make it down to the Garden as a kid?
Yeah, last few years at RPI, I wasn't able to as much. I mean, I definitely got down to 3 or 4 games, and every time I go down, it's the same feeling, and they got the best goal song in the league by far, and just always having that feeling like hopefully one day I have that opportunity to put that jersey on and go out on the Garden ice.
Well, so then I guess elaborate a little bit more about yesterday, about you go from being that kid that's sitting in the stands and paying to watch the guys play, and all of a sudden you're walking around on the ice, you're in the locker room, and you're like, whoa, I'm a New York Ranger now.
Yeah, I mean, from being from one seat to another, obviously changes your aspects of your viewing of the game is completely different. And last night as a player, it was a lot different feeling than sitting in the stands watching with my dad or my friends or whatnot. And coming through the game and actually saying you're a player, it's pretty surreal, and it's an awesome feeling. And obviously I continue to have to work hard to earn that right to be a Ranger.
Tell me a little bit about the progression through college, your 3 years, and where you ended up this year. Obviously one of the leading goal scorers in the entire nation and all. What kind of culminated in really the big breakout year this year, but also the transformation or the growing, the climbing the ladder, the 3 years of school?
Yeah, I was trusting the process. It started off ice with my trainer Ben Prentice, and then continue to move on with Coach App for the last 3 years, and develop as a player on the ice, and continue to move forward and develop. Taking those small steps, and then this year, I took some big steps as a player, and I've talked with my agent, talking with my coach, and it was a tough decision to make to decide to move on, but it was the right decision, and it was at the right time, and I can't look back at it, and I'm looking forward to moving forward.
I know when you were meeting with the group of reporters, you were asked the question, is there going to be a chip on the shoulder because you were an undrafted guy? So answer that question for us.
Yeah, I mean, obviously getting passed over was definitely hard. A lot of my friends were drafted, and, it always, gave me a little fire because I always knew I was able to, play at this level and always wanted to play at this level. So, like you said, it did give me a chip, and it still has a chip because I want to prove myself I could be in this league.
So you grew up a huge Ranger fan. Who was your guy as a kid growing up?
Adam Graves.
That's a good choice. That would be a popular choice.
Yeah, always growing up, I wore number 9. He was, one of the, best players, and was a great Ranger, and actually had him as a coach with the junior Rangers back when Messier and Graves were on that. So it was pretty surreal. I mean, he just played a hard nose, scored goals, and he really represented the Rangers well. Still does.
Sounds great. Ryan Haggerty is the new New York Ranger. Welcome. Enjoy the trip to Ottawa, and enjoy getting in the flow here. Life in the NHL.
Yeah, thank you very much.